For this Teach It video, I'm going to be doing section 2/3A, number 21. The question says, John has applied for a registrar's job at a small college. He submitted the following report to the hiring committee on a survey he did of 100 students. 45 take mathematics, 40 take chemistry, 47 take physics, 20 take mathematics and chemistry, 15 take chemistry and physics, 10 take mathematics and physics, 8 take all 3 of these subjects, and 10 students take none of these 3 subjects. Do you think John should be hired on a basis of his report? Explain why. First thing we're going to do for this, to solve this problem, is create a diagram. In this diagram, we're going to have 3 circles, and since we have 3 subjects in the problem, we're going to list them in each of the circles. So we have math, chemistry, and physics, since those are the 3 subjects that were surveyed on. Next, we're going to list all the information that we are given in the problem. So we are given that 100 students were surveyed, 45 picked math, 40 chemistry, 47 physics, 20 math and chemistry, 15 chemistry and physics, 10 math and physics, 8 all 3, and 10 none. So 10 we were just going to leave outside the diagram because that will not be in the diagram since they didn't take any of those subjects. So we'll just cross that one out. Easiest step to start with is the one that survey that they did all 3. So we would put that one right in the middle. So that is 8. So we'll put that right in the middle of our diagram, since that is saying that it did math, physics, and chemistry. It'll be right in the middle. And then we'll just cross that off since we already filled it in. Next, it says that 10 people did math and physics. So then we're going to look at our diagram. Math and physics, it will be this circle right here. And we want this whole circle to be 10. So since we already have an 8, we would do 10 minus 8, and you would get 2. So I'll fill in a 2 there so that this whole circle equals 10. So then we're going to exit that out since we completed that part. So next, 15 people did chemistry and physics. So we'll look at the diagram in chemistry and physics. We'll look at this circle right here. Since we already have an 8, we need to figure out what number plus 8 will make the whole circle equal 15. And then, so if we find that out, 7 plus 8 equals 15. So we would fill in a 7. So then we're going to cross that out since we filled that part in. Next, we have math and chemistry is 20. So math and chemistry would be this one right here. We already have an 8, so then we have to do 20 minus 8 to see how we would get the whole circle to equal 20, and we would get 12, because 12 plus 8 equals 20. So then we're going to cross that part out since we figured that out. So then next, 47 people did physics. So if we look at the diagram, we were going to look at this whole thing. And then if you do 8 plus 2 plus 7, we would want whatever that number is for the whole circle to equal 47. So whatever the number is, I believe it's 17. So you would do 47 minus 17, and you would get 30. So that this whole circle equals 47 for physics. For chemistry, we would do the same thing. We'd go to our chemistry circle. We would add 12, 8, and 7, and whatever number that is, we would subtract that by 40 to get our chemistry number, so that the whole circle equals 40. We would end up getting 13. So we will cross that number out. And then for math, we would do the same thing. We would look at the math thing. We would add 12, 8, and 2, and whatever number we got, we would subtract by 45 so that the whole circle equals 45, and we would get 23. All right. So then to figure out the end question, if John should be hired, he should not be hired because if we add up the whole numbers of the kids that were surveyed, you get 105 students. So that is not correct because it says that John surveyed 100 students, so somewhere he was off, and so he should not be hired.